So if we look at being physically active, yes, being physically active has a brilliant outcome for our physical health. It does wonders for our cardiovascular endurance. It does wonders for obesity and just general fitness. It's brilliant. However, when it comes to the mind, being physically active is incredibly important. We all have this area of our brains called a hippocampus, and this hippocampus is responsible for memory, learning, and also regulating our emotions. So if we've been not exercising as much as we typically would, sometimes what we might recognize is that we start feeling a little bit more angry or start feeling a little bit more irritable, maybe snappy. And that's because the hippocampus hasn't got that consistency that it needs in order to regulate those emotions for us. It helps us become a lot more resilient to these sorts of changes. So the sort of exercise that we're talking about and physical activity that we're talking about with this is getting up to a point where we're consistently doing 20 minutes of walking per day. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be walking. This is just something to give you an idea of the intensity that we're talking about. So if you are feeling particularly unmotivated, sometimes if we think about an hour's gym workout or something that's quite intense like that, it doesn't need to be that much. We can still get a huge amount of benefits for our mental health and well-being if we're just focusing on getting to that magic 20 minutes of walking per day. The consistency is really, really important with this as well. So it's important for us to not take on too much too soon, or we might start to feel a bit overwhelmed with it.